Good to see you.
Alright there, Revenants, welcome back to Code Vein, and what we're going to be running, this is, I guess, episode 1, here for the mini-boss analysis, and so we're going to run through every mini-boss in the game here, and we're going to investigate what they are weak to, so we know exactly how to dismantle them. So here in the Den of the Dead, we'll start with this one first, and then we'll make our way down each of the depths maps. I won't be saying this every episode, just so we know how this playlist is going to work. It'll be mini videos for mini bosses, and we'll work through it. So the first guy here, we have to dispatch. This is the shamed Thrall, and we have to dispatch these fellas here on the side first. So we'll go ahead and just get rid of them. Okay. I missed the backstab there, and I paid for it. So we'll go ahead and get rid of these guys, and then we will get rid of the shamed Thrall here. Okay. And we'll go for a launch on this fella just to get some good damage on him. Now you can see that the damage here that this guy has is pretty good at range, and even though we are running the GXL Defender, you can see that he takes half of our health basically in one shot, which is pretty good for him. Okay, so remember we are running 862 and 930 for slash and crush, so we will look at those resistances here in a second. Okay, so 853. So 853 divided by 862 times 0.9, and so that's a 10% resist on slash, and I won't spoil it for you here, but 921 on crush, and so that is a 10% resist on crush as well, because of how the multipliers work. And then we'll look at pierce here. Whoops, not the black bayonet. Okay, and here's the Libertador at 905, and you notice that we get 996, so that's another 10% weakness to pierce. So he's got a 10% flat, minus 10% flat resistance to crush, slash, and pierce overall. For blood damage, we'll see it here, he's got a 30% resist, minus 30% resist to blood. So you can see that huge amount of damage there that we're able to take out. And then he has a 0% resist to ice and a minus 10% to lightning and fire. So we'll go ahead and kill him here. So for this guy, you definitely want to be going any type of damage, but you want to be doing blood damage for absolutely sure, because he takes that huge minus 30% resist to blood, and so you can get some huge damage multipliers from something like Merciless Reaper and like Vodnik Mass. So if you run both of those, you'd get a 40% increase to your damage, and then you'd get another 30% increase to your damage because of blood and crush at the same time. Okay, so then for the status effects here, you'll notice something very nice that no other, that a lot of the regular bosses don't have. So if you look at, if you look at the card here, we've got 0 on everything, and if you use a poison or a venom cartridge, it gives you 30. All the cartridges give you 30, and numbing mark doesn't give you 30, it gives you 20. So to keep these all the same, we're going to use a stun cartridge to give us 30, and these 3 will give us 30 as well. So let's go ahead and get rid of this side fellas, and we'll go ahead and get rid of, we'll go ahead and get rid of everybody here. There's the backstab. Very nice. Oh, and they're all ganging up on me. Okay. And the same, not him. The same damage resistances go for these little fellas as well on the side here, his sidemen. So that's good to know. Once you know this guy's resistances, then you know the side fellas. So that's very nice. Just for here and now. So we'll do these 3, and you'll see that his weakness is literally all of the resistances, or all of these status elements, and they all decrease at the same amount of time, and they all build up at the same rate. So very, very nice there. And if you want to know, his HP at max difficulty here is around 4285. On the high end, conservatively, it's 4300, and at the minimum difficulty, it's around 685, and at the conservative end, at 700. So for this guy, you definitely want to be going for Slash Crush Pierce. Doesn't matter, you get a 10% increase there. Merciless Reaper boosts that to a 40% increase in damage, which is nice. And then you want to be going for Blood, Fire, and Lightning. And Ice is okay, it's at a 0% resist, so you don't get any reduction, but it still isn't as amazing as Blood. So little interesting mini video here, and we'll move into the next mini bosses next, obviously, but this will be just kind of a new playlist here that we'll go through every mini boss, and we'll figure all of them out together, because there are some very interesting ones and there's some very boring ones. This guy falls into the more boring set, but that's okay, because we'll get to the other ones later. But for this guy right now, having only about 685 on 0 star means that you can pummel this guy with really, almost anything. Especially at the beginning of the game, you have Bloodshot, and you should be able to do some serious damage on him at the very beginning of the game, because you'll have the Queenslayer Claw. It won't be plus 10, obviously, but 609 is about double the dark value that you have at the beginning of the game. I'm stuck on the wall here. So this will be kind of representative, sort of the damage that this guy can have. And we can go grab up our level 1 character and show you just how ridiculous this actually becomes. So as you run in here, you hit him with one bloodshot, and he's already, a quarter of his health dead. And that is the amazing difference here that blood damage makes. Just because of the fact that it's blood, you're able to kill him very easily, even with bloodshot here, if you don't get slapped by the side guys. So yeah, even from the very beginning of the game, these guys are exceptionally easy and simple, because they have that minus 10%. So if we would go for Reaper here, and then like Dark Shout, something like this, and then we'd go for like a Dark Veil. Let's see here, 1451 is pretty good. Let's go for 1646, and let's see what we can do. And sure, we'll go for Swift Destruction and a Mobility Enhancer. So let's take this to the kind of ridiculous here, for just this one guy. I'm not going to do this for every boss, but this guy can be actually a lot of fun, because you can see just how far you can push things, just based on how ridiculous you can set up your build and everything. And if you didn't know, the wall here is right at the missile, so they can't shoot beyond the missile, so that's kind of nice. Okay, so let's do this and this and this and this, and let's get some Ichor. Sure, we'll use a Pure Blood. Okay, and then we'll use this. Okay, and let's see here. Yep, one bloodshot. So anyways, it can be a lot of fun. That our bloodshot did more than 4,300 damage in one hit there. So yeah, a lot of fun, and thanks guys, and thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.